If Aladdin used a real wish to become a real prince, how did he lose his prince status in the movie? I have some thoughts, but first, I want to know what you think. Was Ali ever a real prince? You have McGann, the Fangirl. Make sure you subscribe and check back every week for new fandom videos. You know, it has bugged me for years that Aladdin used an official wish to become Prince Ali, which should have rewritten his entire past and meant that he is, in fact, a real legitimate prince now. Otherwise, marrying Jasmine would have just been a con. Well, I guess it kind of is anyway, since he used magic to become a prince. But if the title was real, at least that would have been a more legitimate attempt to bring Aladdin up to Jasmine's social status. But once Jafar got the lamp, he was able to use his snake staff to change Aladdin's clothes, and that action turned Aladdin back into a street urchin again for reasons. But why? At the time Jafar did this, he was a powerful sorcerer, which, as the movie dictates, is not as powerful as a genie. So how does Jafar undo genie magic? Well, I think the simple answer is, he doesn't. If we pay careful attention, the wish wasn't really undone because Abu was still an elephant and Jafar had to take extra steps to transform him back into a monkey. So I legitimately think that all Jafar did was change Aladdin's clothing. But maybe that was enough to do the intended damage. Jafar didn't need to erase Aladdin's wish, he just needed to out him. Then, real prince or not, the truth about how Aladdin got to his status would flat out destroy his chances with Jasmine. Or at least, that was the plan. It's funny though that Genie himself recommends that Aladdin uses his third wish to become a prince again. Like, even Genie believed his wish was nullified. So maybe the simple explanation is that Jafar really was a lot more powerful than we ever realized. It's also even funnier, but not in the ha-ha sense, that Aladdin had already told Jasmine that he likes to dress up in street clothes and hang out in the marketplace. So why did Jasmine act so shocked when Prince Ali's clothes changed? Why would she ever believe Jafar when she already had an explanation for this in her head? And if the wish didn't give Aladdin a real royal pedigree, but just the illusion of being a prince, then why didn't they just say that Jafar's a psychopathic liar and say Aladdin is a prince again? Sure, honesty is the best policy and all, but either the wish made Aladdin a real prince, which cannot be taken away, or it made the disguise of a prince, which is an illusion that could be shattered. Having phenomenal cosmic powers, in my mind, would mean that the former would be the case, but the movie acts like it was the latter, and truly, you could argue for either one in the first movie. But if you decide to deep dive into the Aladdin sequels, which are really some of the better Disney straight-to-video sequels, Aladdin and the King of Thieves might just explain a few things. Now, if you missed the Aladdin craze of the 90s and you have no idea what these sequels are, they're actually available together as one Blu-ray digital combo pack on Disney Movie Rewards. I do have a referral link in the description below if you decide you want to join later. But in the third film, Aladdin and the King of Thieves, it turns out that Aladdin's father Cassim is, you guessed it, the King of Thieves, which logically would make Aladdin the Prince of Thieves. Unfortunately, for as fun as this movie is, it does leave a lot of gray area in the script. Cassim says he left his family to find treasure, but when he returned to Agrabah, he couldn't find his wife or son. So instead of sticking around to look for them, he just heads on back to be with the 40 thieves. We have no idea how long Cassim is referencing here or how long he's been the King of Thieves. Or if being the King of Thieves is a title you inherit or just stand up and take. But for all intents and purposes, a king is a king. So, keeping all that in mind, maybe Genie's magic couldn't take full hold on Aladdin because he was already a prince. Just not the exact kind of prince he wanted to be. Think about it, that wish of make me a prince leaves a lot open to interpretation. It'd be like saying, Genie, make me more beautiful. Okay, well, whose definition of beautiful? What needs to be changed about you? Or, if it's an evil genie, would that kind of a wish get you turned into a golden statue? Any gray area with a genie is bad news, because having the powers of the cosmos doesn't necessarily mean that you, the magical conduit, are all-knowing. So the less you specify, the more chances there are for something to go wrong. And that certainly seems to fit with Aladdin's plight in the first movie. Again, yes, Aladdin's reputation might be ruined after Jafar outs him, but if Genie made him a prince, that title shouldn't disappear with the outfit. Or, wait a minute. What if the wish did come true with a full pedigree, but for Aladdin to be a prince, his father would have to be a king? But, you know, not specifying those details. The Cosmos themselves made an evil genie wish, turning Aladdin's living father into a king. The King of Thieves. Wow, wait, wow. I blew my own mind there for a second, hang on. Whew, okay, I'm better now. That actually works really well because we know Cassim was just a regular thief trying to get enough money to get his family out of poverty. Then yada yada yada, now he's the King of Thieves. Cassim is a very charismatic man, so I can see how he could work his way to a leadership position. But what happened to the last king? How exactly did Cassim come into power? I don't know. But in this universe, magical intervention is certainly not out of the question. And Cassim does seem like the type to just go along with things when they're working out in his favor. Wowzers. So long story short, yes, it's all but confirmed that Jafar didn't change the prince status of Ali. He was still a prince at the end of the first Aladdin film, just not the type of prince that would normally get to marry a royal princess. He was the kind of prince that would wear street clothes and live in sketchy places. And Jafar just changed him back to his true appearance. It might not be reality, but theories are more fun. Gotta keep one jump ahead of the bread line, one swing ahead of the sword. I steal only what I can afford, and that's everything. One jump ahead of the lawmen, that's all, and that's no joke. These guys don't appreciate I'm broke. Riff-raff, street rat, scoundrel, take that! Just a little snack, guys. Rip him up and take it back, guys. I can take a hint, gotta face the facts. You're my only friend, Abu. Yeah, I could probably go from that entire song out of memory, but I'm not going to because copyright claims are real issues on YouTube. But it's okay, we had our fun, we had our little dirt moments, we can all kind of come down, the theory's over, time to move on to something else, hopefully one of my videos, please, and thank you. Have fun, guys, and no, I haven't seen the new Aladdin movie yet, and no, I'm sorry, you can't buy Jasmine here, she was limited edition from like 4 or 5 years ago, so she's all gone. But gosh, isn't she gorgeous? What was I saying? Oh yes, I will see the live action Aladdin when it finally comes out on Blu-ray because going to VidCon and D23, I'm kind of broke now. No money for movies. Anyways, see you next time, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. But why would... So, why did Jasmine act so shocked when Prince Ali's clothes... I have a... They're actually available together as one DVD. They're actually available as one Blu-ray. It's funny though that Genie himself suggests that Aladdin uses his third prince. Just a little snack, guys. Well, family members, we're almost done, but I want to invite you to hang out with me in some other places. I'm on Twitter and Instagram as my own personal self, and I have a Facebook page too, but I mostly just post photos over there. And sometimes people say, hey McGann, I want to mail you something. How do I do that? Easy. Just click the About tab on my channel page, and my most current P.O. Box info will be right there. I also run another channel, The Family. It's really a hodgepodge channel where we might post anything. Oh yeah, and I also sell shirts and stickers and stuff with the Family and the Fangirl logos. If that is your cup of tea, I have a link in every description of every video. Finally, if you want to help out the Fangirl channel and make sure I'm putting out video essays for years to come, the best way you can help is by subscribing and watching more of my videos, whether they're new, old, whatever. Maybe even share one or two on social media, help spread the word. People who watch to the end of videos like you helps to tell the site, hey, this this is a good video. We should recommend it to other people. So if you made it this far, leave me a comment of something like, hey, I made it to the end. Love ya. See you next time, family members. Bye.